Why is Ukraine important to the United States? Welcome to my channel, Why? My name is Dennis, and today I want to explore this exciting issue or topic of why Ukraine is important to the United States, and should America fight for it? As a heads up, Ukraine is important to the United States because it is a buffer state between Western Europe and Russia. It has been the site of a long-running territorial dispute between Ukraine and Russia. In addition, the United States has a vested interest in maintaining stability in Ukraine because it is located in an important region for geopolitical reasons. But don't stop watching here, because I have more to tell you. So, what is the history of Ukraine and its association with the US? Ukraine is a country in Eastern Europe with a long and complicated history. The country has been conquered many times by different empires and nations, which has led to a diverse culture and language. In the 20th century, Ukraine was an important part of the Soviet Union. Still, after the dissolution of the USSR in 1991, Ukraine became an independent nation-state. The Ukrainian language is one of the most spoken languages in Eastern Europe. It is spoken by about 44 million people worldwide, and is written using a Cyrillic script. There are also several dialects of Ukrainian that have developed over time, due to geographical isolation from other regions. Strategic importance of Ukraine to the United States. Ukraine is important to the United States because of its strategic location, potential as a trading partner, and contributions to the fight against terrorism. In the past decade, Ukraine has been a significant player in the world of politics and economics. It was one of the original members of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, OSCE, and it became one of the founding members of the United Nations in 1945. Ukraine contributes to the fight against terrorism by serving as an important partner in intelligence sharing with NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization allies. The strategic location of Ukraine is important because it is located in Eastern Europe and borders Russia, Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Moldova. The potential for Ukraine as a trading partner is vital because the country has a well-educated workforce that speaks English fluently and is skilled in high-tech industries. Ukraine also has significant natural resources such as oil and natural gas. It is also an essential global player because it is home to many transnational corporations like Yandex. In Russia, Russian. In Ukraine, Ukrominvest. In Ukraine, Ukrnafta. In Ukraine, and others. What is Ukraine, and why do they matter to the US? The United States has a long history of involvement in the Ukrainian region. The US has supported Ukraine through 4 major military and economic assistance waves. The first wave was in 1991 to 1992, when the US provided $900 million in aid to help with the economic transition and military restructuring following the breakup of the Soviet Union. The second wave came after Russia invaded Crimea, when President Obama announced that he would provide $1 billion in loan guarantees and other assistance to help Ukraine reform its economy. The third wave was in 2014, when Congress approved a $1 billion loan guarantee package for Ukraine's energy sector and sanctions against Russian entities and individuals who have undermined democratic processes or engaged in corruption or human rights abuses. The fourth wave, as we are observing in Russia's 2022 invasion, is currently unfolding, and we wait to see how President Biden's administration will handle the conflict. Current situation in Ukraine. The Ukrainian government is currently in turmoil, with Russia's invasion and the threat of repercussions should the United States interfere. The country has been torn apart by several conflicts between the Kyiv-based pro-European Union government and pro-Russian separatists in the eastern regions of Ukraine. This conflict has been going on for more than 3 years now. It started when Ukraine's President Viktor Yanukovych was ousted from power following mass protests against his decision to abandon an association agreement with the European Union in favor of closer ties with Russia. The resulting power vacuum led to violence by pro-Russian separatists and eventually Russian military intervention, which continues today. There are three main problems that Ukraine is facing today. Firstly, the ongoing civil war between Kiev and separatist forces. Secondly, Russia's annexation of Crimea and continued interference in eastern Ukraine. And currently, this 2022 Russian invasion. Recommendations on Ukraine foreign policy options. Foreign policy experts have been and will continue to recommend the United States should work with Ukraine to establish a more formal and robust security relationship. It would include a commitment to the country's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and democratic development. But is that what Ukraine wants? They also recommended that the United States support Ukrainian civil society through financial and technical assistance programs, such as the International Republican Institute, National Democratic Institute, and Freedom House. Whether these work or not, to ensure and institute peace and security in the region is yet to be seen. In closing, the world needs to know what's happening in eastern Ukraine and how strongly the United States feels about its strategic partnership with it. The world is watching, since these events in Eastern Europe have a global impact on other countries. While the United States may plan to increase its diplomatic efforts in the region, how do they plan to compete or cooperate with Russia's foreign policy? Please subscribe to my channel, like it, ring the bell, and share the videos to help us grow. Please post your comment to share your thoughts or knowledge about the topic, and that this video was helpful to you. Remember to send me your why questions. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.